Hi guys, Office Bloke Dave here.
And I am Ash.
Together with Office Bloke Dave and I'm Ash.
Hell yeah.
There you go. That's all you need to know about that.
I mean, there's not much more to explain with that.
No.
I am Ash and he is OB Dave.
If you like us reacting to songs, and at some point we're going to branch out into a few non-music related things as well, but if you like that, just subscribe.
Yeah.
Just subscribe. Behind Ash's head there is a nice 100,000 plaque from over at Office Blokes React. I'd love to put one next to it that just says Office Bloke Dave.
That would be cool.
And I'll carve an I'm Ash next to it.
That's all right. I'll just print out a sticker from a little sticker printer and just stick it at the bottom.
If I got to 100,000 subs and you've been helping me out as much as you have, though,
Yeah.
you'd get one of those as well.
Oh, thanks.
Without a doubt. Definitely. So do it for Ash. Just do it for Ash. There you go. Right, eagle-eyed viewers of the Office Blokes years ago noticed that I have a Pantera tattoo on my forearm.
Well, yeah.
So that...
Yeah.
No, I can't even get it in camera. I don't know what I'm doing. The CFH there. There we go. Stands for Cowboys from Hell.
Yes.
And it's a big Pantera thing. And
You told me. I don't know much about Pantera. I've
got-
heard a lot about them. Not really.
My
listened to
favourite
their
band
music.
growing up. Like, unbelievably. Like, I had tickets to see them live at a tour called Tattoo the Planet, and then 9/11 happened, and it was literally like, I think the last gig they ever played was in Dublin, and the next gig was supposed to be in Birmingham, which I had tickets for the next day. 9/11 happened, all flights were grounded, then the vocalist left the band, then they split up.
Oh.
They did other bands. They did the drummer and guitarist, Dimebag Darrell's the guitarist, Vinnie Paul's the drummer. They went on to start a band together called Damage Plan, which were great, and I got to see them live, luckily. And then some absolute fucking lunatic got on stage with him and shot Dimebag in the back of the head like 5 times, killed him. It was devastating. It was like me and my whole friendship group growing up were all huge Pantera fans. Didn't just kill Dimebag, like killed one of the road crew, killed a couple of people in the crowd.
Jesus.
And a cop just happened to be walking past, and a load of people shouted him, and he ran in and shot the guy and killed him. We don't say his name, like, fuck him, he can just burn in hell. But it was one of the darkest things.
Yeah, Jesus. 5 times. Who does that?
What
kind of anger are you holding on to?
He was a super fan who was deluded and convinced himself he wrote loads of the Pantera songs or something. Like, there was some screw loose in his head. But yeah, it was big.
That's
and then like
mental.
me and practically everyone I know had CFH tattoos, Pantera tattoos, everything like that. It was crazy. But anyway, this is Pantera doing Domination live. Okay. This is at a festival that was in Russia, Moscow. Am I boring you?
No, sorry, I'm tired. It's been a day.
I'm knackered as well.
Can you not see the bags under my eyes?
This was in Russia, and allegedly towards the end of the day here there was 1 million people at the festival.
Okay.
Allegedly.
Okay.
But this is from it. It's Pantera Domination, which is an absolute tune. I've talked loads. I do apologise for the long intro, but I'm very passionate about Pantera, so...
They know. If they subscribe, they know what we're like.
Yeah, so let's do it. This is Pantera Domination, official live video.
Okay.
This is called Domination! So will to be, and it's hard to say. Absolutely forget when there's nothing else left to destroy. It's a useless blood. Your life is free to toe. And the rising of war. Frozen, dead to a soul. Action on something real. Before.
It's a lot happier and bouncier than I was expecting. I don't know why. I thought, like, when everyone talks about Pantera to me, it always just makes me think, oh, really heavy, like.
They've got very heavy moments, and one of the heaviest things happens in this tune at some point.
Oh.
But they're like, some people call them southern metal, which is like, you know, deep south, sort of Texas, Louisiana sort of thing. So there's a swampiness, like a grooviness.
Bottom temps to it.
But then other people call them power groove, which is like, you know, powerful sort of metal. They started off as a power metal band, which was like spandex and curly hair and stuff, believe it or not.
I kind of see the power groove.
It's just...
I can feel that. They said happy and bouncy. I didn't expect that.
It's just absolutely... I think this was 1993.
No way. Synthesise the crowd as well.
I think, like I say, I think Metallica played this festival, and I think AC/DC might have played it, but it was at the fall of the CCP, CCP? No, that's Chinese Communist Party, isn't it? When Russia was...
Soviet Union.
The Soviet Union, Jesus Christ. The fall of the Soviet Union. So it was like, this was when music was allowed again, and like foreign bands were allowed to come and tour and that sort of thing. I think, anyway, I'm a history buff.
It's a better day. It's raised all of vice and he's never reminds all your life. They could start to blow. Loud laser tricks you to it. The profit to your head. Forcing you to bed. Your eyes to see. To hurt. And the rising. Oh, wow. No soul. Snare to the sun. Dominate!
Yeah, there you
I
go.
can tell he's a proper fan because, like, I went to pause to say, literally all I was going to say is I have fallen in love with this band. That guitarist is
Dimebag Darrell.
unbelievable.
Fucking legend.
And that music was just epic. And I went to pause and Dave was just like...
Yeah, you would have got some abuse in the comment section as well for that pause. You would. I was saving you
I
for
don't know the
yourself.
song, so I am literally
I know.
blind. So when I pause, I am not doing anything on purpose, people. I'm just going, oh, something's popped in my head. Pause.
I get crucified all the time at the Office Blokes in the comment section for pausing at the wrong time. And it's like...
No, this is why we're reacting. It's because we don't know. Like, I don't know. But I get why people like Pantera now. I finally
Fucking
get
love
why
Pantera.
so many years people have been saying to me, listen to Pantera.
So I've got the bassist autobiography actually in the loft, which it was a good read,
Yeah.
especially as a big Pantera fan. But there was things in there that kind of
Like they say, don't meet your heroes. type
killed a
of
little bit of a few of the things.
thing. Yeah.
But essentially, after Phil left and the band essentially split up, Phil's the vocalist. He did some interviews, like with Metal Hammer magazine, one of them,
yeah.
and he said some pretty shitty things about Dime and Vinny, the drummer and the drummer and the guitarist, sorry. And this huge beef started that was quite big, and even at the time I attributed Dime's death to the things Phil said in interviews, and then a lunatic taking it upon himself to go and act. I don't think you can blame Phil.
No,
But I
when you have that level of power as a celebrity, you have to be careful what you say.
I've seen Phil, like he's plays in the band, used to play, I don't know if Down are still together or not, but there's a band called Down, and I've seen him live loads of times, but all my mates went and met him after a gig, and for me it was still a bit too fresh. It was only a few years after all this sort of stuff, and I was like, I don't want to meet him. And all my mates met him, got pictures with him, and I was like, nowadays it's like I understand he had nothing to do with it. I was just upset and
Yeah,
processing it in my way.
absolutely. We all do, don't we?
But they never, obviously then Dime got killed like a year or two later, probably 2 years later, and Vinnie Paul, his brother, sort of obviously suffered a lot, and then he died of a heart attack, and it's sort of like the legacy is kind of dead, but now they're doing a world tour, Pantera,
Oh.
but they've got Zakk Wylde, who was one of Dime's best mates, playing guitar for him, who's huge in his own right. He's Ozzy Osbourne's guitarist from way back when. And they've got another drummer in. It's a Pantera tribute,
Yeah.
but it's the best we're ever going to get. So they're currently doing a world tour.
Okay.
They're doing the UK in 2024, and it's one of them where, like, I will literally pull my arm off and beat someone to death with it to get tickets. So I'm not even joking. It's ridiculous. So it's a Pantera tribute, people are calling it, but they're touring as Pantera.
Okay. Well, I
Which-
mean, why not? Let's keep an eye out.
I'm not going to shave my beard until at least I've seen Pantera. So, like,
Please don't ever shave your beard. Why are you considering shaving your beard?
I'm not considering it.
Then why would you say? You would
Just to guilt Phil Anselmo, who obviously watches our channel, into making sure that I've only seen on their Instagram page they commented and said UK 2024,
Okay.
but they've toured practically the rest of the world already. But I think they're finishing on the UK because they did have a special. Yeah, but there's I could go on about this for fucking ages, so you need to cut me off at some point. But basically, when I was young, there's 3 Pantera home videos
Yeah.
that are literally like, imagine Jackass before Jackass was a thing, but with rock stars just drinking, partying, drugs, messing about with fireworks, being dickheads, just like everything. They were the Bible for me growing up, and all my mates, we just used to put the Pantera videos on and just get absolutely smashed. And in fact, I've got 3 Pantera tattoos.
Ah.
You know, the tooth that I've got on my shin,
Yeah.
black tooth grin, that's Pantera as well. Like, you couldn't see it there, but Dimebag's got that on his shin in the same
Okay.
place.
And the third?
I've got Dimebag's signature guitar tattooed there.
Oh, that's right. You do, yeah.
And the thing I regret so much is I owned, like, his was blue, the vast majority of them, but he had loads of different types. I owned his signature guitar in brown, and it was like a really rare one that was brown, lightning bolts on it and stuff. I fucking sold it a few years back when I was skint. And, like, you cannot get them now.
I know. You can't regret something that
I
big.
sold it for about 300 quid. And honestly,
You still
for what
can't regret. Like, if you needed it at the time,
I
that
did.
was the decision to make. So,
I did, but I should have gone into prostitution or something rather than sell it and just keep it. I didn't even like playing it. It wasn't my sort of guitar. I hated playing it, but
It's
just
just-
to be hanging on the wall back there.
Well, another thing we can start digging and searching for.
I've been searching for it for years ever since. It's rare, that colour. Not saying it's worth
Not that you
anything,
don't need
but
that colour, just one of his guitars. Isn't that what you wanted?
minimum I need about £1,200 to get another one of his guitars.
We'll find it. We'll make it happen.
Yeah, maybe we can crowdfund it. Buy Dave a dime.
No.
I'm joking.
Money to people who need it.
Money to people who need dime guitars. Anyway, cheers for that one, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I apologise massively if I ranted too much, but
I enjoyed it, so I'm sure they did too.
been a bit of a shitty day, and just having a bit of Pantera is just
Yeah, picked us right up.
loads more Pantera reactions, because I think Ash may be becoming a Pantera fan based off that.
Yes.
So at some point, maybe we can go live somewhere and react to the whole Pantera videos and have a couple of beers while we're doing it.
Yeah, I'm not good drunk. Drunk ass is
I
sassy.
don't mean get smashed.
That's okay then, because drunk ass
I'll
is
get
sassy.
smashed. You can just get merry.
Yeah, because drunk ass is an asshole.
Drunk ass.
Drunk
Like a
ash
bit of drunk
is, an,
ass.
is an asshole.
Right, cheers for that one, guys. We'll see you soon.
Bye, guys.